Yes, limited Kirito banner as well as the Christmas event is arriving tomorrow in Crossing Void Global, and while I don't have time to work on long explained episodes for War of Underworld episode 9, I can bring something small like this for you in the little time I have this week. If you're curious and haven't heard any of my announcements, explained episode for this week is delayed due to a heavy exam week at my university, so you can stop asking me about it. Anyways, back to Crossing Void Global. First off, huge thanks to Crossing Void Global team for allowing me into their test app for me to have an early look at the contents of the Christmas event. So as you can guess, this lovely account that has a huge stockpile of energy for me to level up is not really mine. It can't interact with the main global environment, and I have also, possibly at my own detriment, refused any help offers in the main app as well, so I can remain fair in the game. So yeah, great decision on my end. But yeah, moving on to the contents. First off, and more importantly as a Sword Art Online channel here, new limited Kirito banner is arriving. Now, unlike the usual main Kirito we got in the game, this one here uses Eclipse as its climax skill, which is the highest level dual blade skill in Aincrad with 27 consecutive hits. It's the skill Kirito uses against Heathcliff actually, which people still think it's Starburst stream because he never yells Eclipse, but that's a different tangent. Well, the normal edition limited Kirito Starburst stream is an area attack. Limited Kirito's Eclipse is simply burst damage on a single enemy. You still want some area damage properties as well? Well, match limited Kirito with a support Kuroyuki Hime and you'll get access to the cross climax Starburst stream anyways, so you pretty much have both focus and area damages covered. The best part, if you got limited banner Kirito in your team, that does not prevent you from having either of the two normal edition Kiritos from being in your team either. But as promised, let me provide a quick introduction to the Christmas event as well, and to be honest, this is a much bigger event than the fall event we had recently, albeit a little similar here and there. First and foremost, probably one of the first things to greet you will be the random chat pop-ups on the top right corner of your screen featuring random gifts, which is always welcome. However, this small gift kinda pales in comparison to the other stuff in store. First off, there is another voting contest going with rewards for the winner waifu as well as individual rewards as you break certain vote thresholds. Then there is the new minigame Flappy Saku, which is, as you can expect from the title, a Flappy Bird cone which rewards you for 3 games a day. Sadly, it doesn't seem to reward you more for further success, and sadly BlueStacks has this weird habit of causing frame pacing issues here and there, causing me to suck at rhythm stuff anyways, so I'm just looking forward to going for a record on my Galaxy S10 instead. Then, a major addition in comparison to the fall event, we got activatable passive bonuses, and there's a ton of variety here. You can pause and read them if you want, but things like candy drop rate up and a variety of additional damage buffs will certainly be the most interesting ones here. As for the exchange, the store has grown compared to the fall event as well. We got our Christmas background of course, but the Equip exchange has 3 different sets to choose from this time around. But since you only got 4 purchase opportunities, you gotta pick one set or mix and match if you want. You probably have the bleeding set for your Shana already from the Golden Time quest, so you probably should look at the others. In terms of hues, we got one for Uiharu, one for Kuroko, one for Kirito, is that a Devil May Cry skin, and one for Asuna. Again, a selection of Christmas girls that are featured in these event pictures are available for fragment exchange, which obviously I'll go for Asuna. I still couldn't upgrade her to an S rank. We got 6 limited gacha vouchers, so make sure to not skip on them for the limited Kirito, or if you want to save it for a future banner, sure, you can do that as well, but that Kirito is good. So yeah, plenty to farm for, but we're not done yet. When you head into prom, all Xmas girls will give you gifts and wish you a Merry Christmas. Sadly, the test app did not have voice clips. It was always playing the same 2-3 voices on a loop, not caring for which character I was tapping on. This probably won't be the case in the full release. And last but not least, we got 6 dungeons. 4 of them have 4 stages each, and each of those 4 dungeons reward you 2 normal gacha vouchers for full completion. Aurora Tavern has 3 stages, a bronze equipment for 3rd stage first pass, a silver equipment for full completion. The gold version of the HP bonus equip is from the Starlight Tower, 3rd stage first pass, and full completion of the Starlight Tower will grant you a profile frame. But yeah, you got a lot to look forward to in the Void world in the upcoming days. The event will last 3 weeks, so don't feel rushed, but of course don't be like me who waited a little too long on the fall event and ended up having to stress a lot towards the final days. Either way, thank you for watching, huge thanks to patrons and channel members as always. Remember, Christmas merch featuring To Aru Kirito and Asuna as well as To Aru Yuju and Alice are available. Links below in the description. All patrons and members get a $5 discount code on their respective feeds, etc. Another huge shout out to the Crossing Void team again for allowing me to access to the test app for an early peek into the event. But I'll see you hopefully on Friday with War of Underworld Explained for episode 9. Until then, stay cool and enjoy the Christmas event.